great chance for Lewis Simper there, who takes the corner. Yeah, great chance for Lewis Simper there, who takes the corner quick. Fires Edwino Vaz, and it's Kai Jennings on the edge of the box, and I don't think anyone would have a go at him for shooting after the form he's been on. Of course, 2 goals at the weekend, and a very exciting prospect, a player whose all 3 of his goals have come under Chris Agatha. And Southampton get play underway here. Yes, a very promising player. The second top scorer, the third top scorer, sorry, I believe, at the club this season. As Southampton look nervy in their own box, and a pass or cross, whatever that was, across his own 6 yards. Looking ball at least down this side for Vaz. Well read from the Saints defence. And here's Ogbonna driving down this right side again, where he finds so much joy into the box. Lewis Simper, and that is a peach, an unbelievable strike on that very, very trusting left foot of Lewis Simper, the player who's now scored 9 goals, the top scorer for Sutton United, and maybe the talisman of this Agatha resurgence.
We've seen it time and time again, not just today but this season as well. Lewis Simper's just ghosted into those areas on the edge of the Southampton penalty area, like he has done so many times this season, as you said. And the strike on his left peg, just not ideal. 1-0 down inside the first 15 minutes. They look to be playing with quite a lot of tenacity, and
that was a lovely nutmeg there from De Pepper, who slots it through to Whitmarsh, but his shot was dragged wide. But nonetheless, a very good opportunity for Southampton there, their biggest so far. And I think Joe Whitmarsh had more time than he thought maybe. It was a great pass after some good hold-up play and what looked like a nutmeg from Bailey De Pepper. But dragged. He just found only Critchlow, but they come away with it now after a lovely lobbed pass from Whitmarsh there, who finds Oyukunle, and down this left-hand side with Dibaga, who stands it up on the edge of the box here, and a lovely move, hangs it up to the back post, and it's Afriyi who just headers it over. But nonetheless, a very good move there for Southampton, and it shows how quickly they can turn over possession from being in trouble up one end of the pitch to nearly equalising. And De Pepper's just gone down there, but players in front of him as well would have
absolutely
made that harder to see. As Jennings takes the corner from this side, and another good save from Fisher, but it's still there, and Simper looking for another, but a great save from Fisher, who saw that one late. Maybe not a lot of power on the strike, but saw it very late through a crowd of players.
I think the youth fans just behind the goal were thinking, how has that not spilled to a Sutton United boot? It just felt as if it was always going to be a chance at a sort of...
It would have had to be all but certain for a goal, as a big tackle flies in from Zach Orr, the huge defender who sees no match-up in a physical battle with Critchlow there, and it slipped into the box, and a lovely strike from Kai. A great goal on the left foot of the Southampton attacker into the penalty area, and we see game on here in this match, which may not mean the world to these two teams in terms of the competition itself, but in terms of morale and opportunities, a very important goal for the away side.
Yeah, that's a fantastic finish. I couldn't see who pulled off the little dummy just before at the near post, but that just created that little half.
See Southampton with a chance to relieve pressure, and a skilled attempt from Dibaga there to let it roll out, but David Ogbonna not having it.
Game's really opened up in the last 5 or so minutes. End-to-end stuff.
Jennings into Ogbonna, who flashes a lovely pass across the penalty area, and then Joker and Vaz were not far. 6, but Okunola, sorry, and Sutton still have the ball up in the final third. And here's Jones into Jennings, who plays a lovely ball back to him, and Jones out of his feet, but a strong save from Hugo Fisher, who almost spills it, but Ventura's there with him, and they get away with it again, Saints.
Yeah, we've seen it quite a few times in this first half as the two sort of wider centre mids ghosting in behind. That time it was the skipper
Just
Aaron
underneath the gantry for this half. Simper striving with the ball. And Jennings loads one up from range. And it's a goal kick.
Was asking to be hit, that, wasn't it? Sort of sat up about 20 yards out for the 19-year-old, who's on cloud 9 at the moment after his brace at the weekend. Took a little flick on the way through, but I think it was from a stray yellow.
Go long now, the U's. And then Joku brings it down off his chest. And the ball's been kept in as Simper shapes onto that left foot. Over to Charlie Bell, the other left-footed player who shoots from range. And that was just urged towards that top corner, dipping, but not enough. But a good chance for Sutton.
You just wondered if that was going to drop at the last in that top right-hand corner. For another goal this season for the academy graduate.
Good first half.
Yeah, really fine showing. You just wonder if that little tumble he took at the start of the second half was...
And Sutton pick up on a chance that Southampton make a mistake on, and it's Kai Jennings with another goal. That's 3 in his last 2. A player with the Midas touch at the moment strikes off his weaker left foot after a very costly Southampton error, and Sutton go into the lead 2-1 up, approaching the hour mark at the VBS Community Stadium here in the National League Cup.
It's not the first time it's happened this evening either. Southampton looking to play out of that press and doing so in very dangerous fashion this time. It is Kai Jennings who picks up on it for his third goal.
Of their own here. Through Williams up to Oyekunle, down on this left-hand side to the substitute Will Merry, who skips past Edwino Vaz and brings it down on his chest, and a great pass across the 6-yard box. He's kicked out for a corner to Southampton, but that was a great chance, and Will Merry really showing what he's all about down this left wing.
Yeah, very direct. That's probably a lot of what the Saints have been missing going forward.
Muller composed, finds Jones. Here's Junior Eccleston. Hung up to the back post, and a great finish from Brandon Njoku, who leaped and headed it in style with a lovely flick on, and that all looked very easy, Paddy.
That's a fantastic ball from Junior Eccleston. Just sort of trademark cross and headed goal, and you'd have to say it's no less than what Sutton United deserve, especially in the second half of this second period. They've managed to unlock the Southampton back door a few times. That was a fantastic header, nestled in under the crossbar. No less than should be job done for Chris Agatha's men.
Taylor strives and plays a ball into the path of Critchlow, who almost buries it, but Mo Darbrae does after a save from Fisher that falls into the path of the small, feisty and fierce central midfielder, who tucks it away on the half volley on his left foot, and that will seal the victory here in southwest London. Sutton 4, Southampton 1.
The floodgates are open. This time Mo Darbrae the one to convert, and what a fantastic outing at home for Chris Agatha's men. They've just managed to unlock that Southampton defence, who've looked shaky at times, perhaps looked a little bit vulnerable to that faster break. And Sutton United have a 4th to their tally. It's no less than they deserve.
And the player in what would be another win, 2 in a row, 6 in 7. And a very, very promising night for the home side in the National League Cup here. Sutton 4-1, getting the better of Southampton under-21s in a game where both had already exited the competition, but playing for pride and playing to keep up spirits and form and morale